Hey guys, Rachel with REI Blueprint. I was at a real estate investing meeting last night and was talking to some people and came into a really interesting conversation that I wanted to shoot a quick video on, of some people kind of discussing how they're not getting the results out of their business that they really want. And there were a lot of different, what I would call kind of excuses really kind of thrown around, like, oh, it's so competitive in our market, or, some of these strategies aren't working anymore like they used to. And I kind of put my coaching hat on, and the one who was kind of leading the conversation, I asked, well, what exactly are you doing in your real estate investing business? And he threw some stuff around, and, he was taking action on some things, but as he was talking about what he was doing, number one, I realized very quickly that he did not have a blueprint. There was no marketing blueprint. There was no consistency in the efforts that he was pushing out in order to be able to bring business in. And the second thing that I noticed is it was all, like I said, it was all very sporadic, right? Like there was no consistency in it at all. And I said to him, well, what did you do today to bring in business? And he said, oh, well, the day got away from me today. I'm hoping later on this week that I can push out some more marketing, but I'm just not getting the results that I want. And I said, well, therein lies the problem, right? Is that there's no consistent effort being put in. And I said that's a common thing that happens with a lot of people being new in the business, or even seasoned investors, is there's not a consistency. And one thing, it's a common struggle. And one thing that I recognized early on in my business was, in order to eliminate competition and truly dominate, we had to be extremely consistent with everything that we were doing. And we couldn't do a check-in once a week or once a month to figure out if we were hitting the mark, right? We needed to be doing a daily accountability of what actions we had put in order to get the results that we were trying to accomplish. And this is personally as well as professionally, right? Like I have put myself in an environment and created an environment, I should say, I guess my husband and I and Jason and I in our business, where there's daily accountability for all of our actions. And so I wanted to kind of I shared, what I do to hold myself accountable, because at times the day does really get away from you. And it's when you go to lay down at night where you think, oh man, I didn't get that marketing out, or I didn't send out the slide broadcast, or I didn't get the skip tracing done. There's so many tasks that need to be done. And so I created things just around my house as well as in my business to keep the things that I need to be doing right in front of me. And so right on my nightstand, there is a stack of note cards, and they have many things written on them. One of them says, did you work out today? Another one says, were you the example of a strong woman for your family today? That is a big part of my why as to why I do everything that I do, is to show my kids and show my nieces and nephews and be that strong woman that I know my husband desires every single day. And that keeps me pushing and moving. Did I do something to bring in new business today? Did I impact somebody else's life today? Did I represent the best version of myself today? And I look at those every morning when I wake up, and I look at those every evening before I go to bed. And in the morning, that routine is I look at those note cards, and then I walk into the bathroom, and right next to my bathroom is my husband and I's vision board. And this is a variety of, pictures and quotes and different things that are our goals that we're currently working on. And so some of them are vacations that we are planning to go on, and some of them are, what did we do today to grow our business? are we saving for the future? Were we the parents that we're striving to be today? There are pictures of the ideal bodies that both of us want sitting up there. There's a picture of our family in the middle of it, because that is our driving force to do everything that we want to do. And then as I go downstairs in the kitchen, I have a quote on my refrigerator that takes up one half of the door that says, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you will be successful. And that quote is from a video that I watch often. I watch it several times a day when we're putting on an event, because it is a reminder to me that it is absolutely a choice, right? And that is what I'm striving for. And I need to internalize that and be constantly reminded of why I'm doing everything that I'm doing. And so I think that for so many of us, we forget about daily accountability. And we, whether you're checking in with your team or you're just a one person show, you've got to be checking in with yourself on a daily basis to say, how did I do today? Did I hit the mark? Did I get an A+? Did I get a B? Did I get a D? And kind of grade yourself on where you were. But I understand the struggle of making sure we make time for all of the things that are important to us. And so, like I said, I'm a very visual person. And so I put these things all over the place in the environments that I'm in all the time. In my car, I've got something here in my car to keep me reminded. And I highly encourage everyone to start having that daily accountability with themselves on where are you at and what efforts did you put into reaching the goals that you want to. And when I wrapped that conversation with that gentleman, he said, I'm so glad that you walked into this conversation, because a lot of times whenever I'm in a group and I'm talking to people, people kind of just agree, or they instantly start talking about what to do. And he said, you kind of approach that completely different. You asked me what I was doing. And I said, well, as a coach, that's my role, right? Is to figure out where you are, what you're trying to accomplish. And I don't know what that is unless I ask you questions. Once you answer those questions, then we can start building that roadmap to get you where you want to be. But so much of that starts with that daily accountability and really holding yourself to a higher standard than what you did yesterday or the day before. So whatever it is, if it's note cards, if it's creating a vision board, if it's writing statements and putting them on your refrigerator, or posting something in your car, setting alarms on your phone, whatever tools you need to utilize to keep yourself on track to succeed, that is what you need to set up to hold yourself to that higher level that you're trying to achieve. So hope this was helpful. You have any questions, I'm happy to have a conversation with any of you and talk a little bit more about it. This is something we talk about at all of our events. We've got an awesome event, 2 amazing events coming up in July and August. Reach out to us, get registered, get connected, and knock it out of the park this week, guys. Have a great week.